So now I'm going to solve the challenge using the Power BI inside this chart. So this is what our total sales amount is, right? So I don't want the report. So this is what our total sales is. Okay. So for this sales, now I want state wise, salesman wise. So whatever the bifurcation you want, where we are adding it in x-axis, right? So now what I will do, I will add the state. So I got the state wise, and again inside the state I want salesman wise. So I will add the same thing in x-axis itself after the state. So I added both. So now I got state wise and salesman wise, but everything is showing it up in one color, so I am unable to see who is belonging to which state clearly, unless otherwise I just hover my mouse. Okay, so to make it easy for taking the decision by looking into this visual, what we are going to do is we are going to add the state again in legend. Now we can clearly see bifurcation between the states, and we can clearly see who is the salesperson made highest sales state wise. For Delhi it is Samir, for Gujarat it is Manan, and for Maharashtra it is Jatin. So these are the three persons who is going to back Tata Nexon EV. Okay, so with this we successfully covered or solved our challenge for the day. Now we are just moving ahead to learn the next topic. So everything is basics. So now we know how to insert a visualization or visual in blank canvas of Power BI, and how to play around with the fields. Now we are going to see how we can format it beautifully. So these are the fields. Then if you click here for format for visual, so it will show you fields in detail, formatting in detail for x-axis, for y-axis, for legend, for grid lines. So whatever you want to do the formatting, you can do everything here. For general formatting, here you can see properties. What is the size of your chart visual, height and width, how much you want, position. So like this you can change padding, gap, how much gap you want from top and bottom, all these things. Here you can adjust all these things here in general settings. Specific setting is visual, you can click on x-axis. So here you can change the x-axis color and everything. So now you are seeing the words and everything in ash color. So you can change it to some other color, like, okay, let me say if I want it in dark black, or if I want to change it to this one. Yes, all my data has been changed, and if I want to bold it, I can bold it. Can you able to see the differences here in x-axis, the names of the states and salesmen? And if you want to change the font, you can change it, size, area, and everything you can do here in x-axis, for the x-axis. And if you want the title, so what is the title for x-axis? Inside x-axis we have values and title. So title, if you want to show it off or not. If you don't want to see salesman, you can off it. If you just on it, so you can see the title as salesman. So if you want the separate title, by default it is showing you salesman, but if you want to keep something else, so here you can write state wise salesman. Instead of salesman I am writing state wise salesman. Yes, now you can able to see it here. And for this one, color, you can change it here. So let's say we'll keep it in blue, we'll bold it, I'll increase the size a bit. Can you able to see it now clearly, the differences of formatting? So we did the formatting for x-axis. Then for y-axis, again same, whatever we want, calculations and everything, range and values. Here you can change the display, what we want to see, So let's say we want to see it as, here we are seeing millions, 0 millions, point 0.2. If you want to see in thousands, you can click on thousands. So now it is visible in 200,000, 400,000, 600,000, 800,000. Range you can change it here. And the color, whatever you want to see it here, color, you can change it to blue. You can bold it. You can make it italics if you want. And display in its 1000 decimal places. If you want some decimal places, you can keep it. Otherwise, for the timing, I'll keep it to auto. And value, title. So title auto, it is coming as sum of sales amount. But I want only sales amount. So you can write it here. Sales in thousands. Sales in thousands. So yes, now we got our title. So if you want to show title only, unit or everything, you can show it off. Otherwise not required. Colors you can change it here. You can bold it. You can increase the size. You can change the font as well if you want. So like that we can do the changes for y-axis. For legend, now for legend. So this is called legend. Delhi, Gujarat state, Gujarat and Maharashtra. So which color reflects which one? Legends. So where you want to place? Top left, or the placement you can see. Top center, top right, top left stack, means one after one. Like this. So like that you can change the alignment. So for the timing I am keeping it in top center. Okay, and text, you want the text to be displayed or not. So whatever the font, you can say, you can change the font here. Let's say this is the font. Okay, color also you can change it from here, whatever the color you want. And title, like state, it is showing state. You want that state to be displayed or something like state names, whatever you want, you can write it. If you don't want, you can uncheck it. Title you can switch off or switch on. So like that we can change the different settings for legend. And for grid lines, now you can see grid lines. Grid lines, here there are the grid lines. You are unable to see it. Dotted ones are there, background. So I'll just change it to first one. I will change the color so that you can see it little bit. Now can you able to see the grid lines, dotted ones for each range? So if you want little bit thick, you can change the width here. Yes, now it will show it. If you want dotted ones or otherwise solid lines, yes, you can see it like this, solid lines. Otherwise dotted, this is the dotted, this is the dashed one. So however you want, whatever you want, you can change it from here. This is for horizontal, and if you want something like vertical, you can do it here. If you want dotted or solid lines, again for vertical. And color, let's say I am inserting the color of yellow. So not visible clearly, I will make it black. And I will increase the width. Can you able to see that vertical lines here between the state to state? At names, for Maharashtra there is a bifurcation. Delhi bifurcation is there. So these are the grid lines, what we can set it. So zoom slider, columns, data labels. Okay, data labels, here you can see. If you want the data labels, you can switch it on. So now you can see the numbers over here. Data labels. Total sales of that particular salesperson. Okay, if you want for all, you can keep it. So options, where you want position, auto. Now everything is showing it at the top of the bar. If you want inside end, you can do it like this, but it's not visible. So outside end, inside center, inside base. So you can change all the options here. So I am just going ahead with outside edge. Then values, again here how I want to show display units, thousands or multiples or color, whatever the color you want. Let's say dark black, I'll keep it, or I'll keep it something other dark blue. Yes, if I want to bold, yes, I can bold it. Okay, so like that I can change everything here in values. Or sometimes if you want these values to be data labels to be shown with the some background color, you can switch it on. Now something is getting highlighted with hash color background, if you can see, or if you want something other background, you can do it like this. Okay, like this you can change it, whatever you want you can change it for the background as well. So these are the different formatting options available for your visual. Have you got it now? What are the different kinds of formatting options? We can do some
Yes.
general formatting here, like size, position, padding and everything. You can switch off the title or if you want or not. Title, so here it is, sum of sales amount by state, salesman and state. I don't want the title, so you can change it here, like salesman wise, salesman wise, sales, whatever. Simply whatever you want you can note it down here. And style, heading 1 or heading 2 or whatever the style you want, size, you can change it here. And inside the title you can change the color of the title. Let's say I am making it to black, dark black, bolding it, and I am changing the font, let's say. Okay, and I want the central alignment or left or right, so I want it in center, so I kept it in center. Okay, if I want something background, even I can select that one as well, so like this. So if I want the background for that chart, okay, what I'll do, I'll select the black here. For text I will select the white. Okay, now it's looking a little bit good. Center alignment is okay. Then if you have the subtitle also for that one, you can do it here, subtitle. If you want to do subtitle, you can insert here subtitle. So here you can change for the subtitle. So salesman wise, sales, let's say Tata Nexon EV challenge, Tata Nexon EV challenge, whatever the subtitle we want to keep it, you can keep it like this. Let's say heading 3, and I will keep it bold, and I will also text keep the color as white, and I will do this center alignment. Okay, right. So I change the title, subtitle, divider. If you want, you can switch it on. You can see that border is coming. Divider means, if you want, you can switch it off. So effects, header icons, tool tips, alternative text, so everything you can do it from here. So I hope it's enough for discussing regarding the formatting options. Yes, so now this is one chart what we can do, one visual what we can do it in Power BI. So how I prepared the dashboard, whatever I showed to you in the starting is like this. I prepared different kind of visuals and I kept it side by side, everything I linked it, so that whatever is there, it is getting filtered with each and everything. That's what simple dashboard. So for doing this visual, how much time it took us now? After knowing everything, you can do it simply in less than 2 minutes. So I'll just delete it everything like this. So I'll do it quickly. You can see it here now. So sales amount, I am dragging it here, clustered column, okay, right. Then what I want, state wise, okay, state wise. Then salesman wise, okay, salesman wise. So now I got my visual, and I'm going it up till the here. I can drag it like this. Okay, now I want different colors for different states, so I can drag the state to legend, so I can see it in different. And after that, only formatting. Go to formatting. In formatting in general, you can see title, so you can change the title like I am just removing sum of, so sales amount by state salesman and state salesman and okay, I am just removing the state afterwards, state and salesman. So I'm keeping it, so I'm just changing the heading to 2, I'm bolding it, and I'm changing the font as well. So I am keeping the text color, I'll just add the background color first, then I'll keep the text color as white so that I can see it clearly. Then I'll reduce the size, I'll keep it in center, and if I don't like the style of the font, I can change it here, whatever the style you want. Let's say Georgia. Okay, right. Subtitle, if I want to add, you can switch it on and you can add the subtitle. Nexon EV challenge, Nexon EV challenge, so you can keep it. Subtitle also you can format it in whatever the style you want. So Times New Roman. Background I am keeping it, text color I am placing it as white, center alignment. That's it. So that's it here in general formatting. Okay, now going back to visual. In x-axis what I want, so color I want the dark color, so I am keeping it dark, bolding it, and then okay, everything is okay for values. And title, for x-axis titles, okay, I am okay with the title, so I am just bolding it, and color I am changing it to something else, to blue. Okay, now I am okay with the x-axis. Y-axis also almost okay, so range is okay. For values I am changing it to thousands instead of millions, and I am bolding it a bit, and color I am dark blue, I will go ahead with dark blue. That's fine. Title I can change title to auto text or otherwise sales, simply sales. I'll write it in bold, I'll change in the format. So color, okay, I'll go ahead with the dark blue again. So okay, title also changed. So finally legend where I want it in top center. Okay, I kept it in top center. Then grid lines I want horizontal but not dotted. Let me say solid, and I'll change the color to little bit dark color so that I can able to see. Yes, or otherwise little bit light. So I'll change the color to this one. Yes, now I can see that one. Horizontal is fine, vertical I don't want. Okay, that's it. So how much time it took us for us to do all these things, beautifications? Hardly less than 2 to 3 minutes. So if we can do this kind of visuals, 8 to 9 visuals or whatever the required visuals, and if you place it side by side, so you can present it as a dashboard. So tomorrow in it means next class. Okay, so to sum up, before saying that one, to sum up for the day, so what we learned for that is how to open a Power BI, what are the different options are available, what are the different files we can connect the data with Power BI, then how to import data from Excel, I mean how to connect the data from Excel, then how to create visual, and what are the fields available, what are the different fields we can play along with the visual, and how you can do formatting. Everything we learned here today. So tomorrow in next class what we are going to do is, so I am going to show you up most of the charts. 70% of the charts, whatever is there, we are going to work on each and every chart. So we will try to insert each and every chart, and what are the different fields available for each and every chart. So we try to do it here so that we can do lot of things here. And by end of next class, we are going to prepare a complete dashboard. Okay, so I am going to give you one more data, not this data, a comprehensive data. Tomorrow I am going to give you a very big data. So on that we are going to prepare the complete dashboard. Third class, I am going to give you the assignment and I want you to do it online along with me.